Hi there. So, what is happening in North Kivu? What is happening? Because I'm hearing that between Saturday and Monday, that is today, there have been heavy fighting, particularly in this region called Muheto. Muheto is the region, and I think it means the bow or the arrow or the bow, whatever. So Muheto is a territory between, as you can see, this is the town of Masisi, and then from there you have to take the road through Rushebere, Kaonge, as before you come through Mihanga, and then north to Burungu and all the way to now Kahe, which is Kichanga region, and now that's how you get out to the district of what? Ruchuru, which is near the border with Uganda. So Bambo is the territory in Ruchuru, and definitely then we have Kiwanja, which is the headquarter of the M23 in Ruchuru itself, and then you move to Bunagana border. That's how minerals leave Congo, and now these minerals are being exploited by the Rwandan troops in Congo. They are using this route through the border from Uganda. As you can see, this is the Ugandan side. So they have to come to this Kiwanja, which is their headquarters, after kind of capturing all this territory. And then they've been using these roads. As I was telling you, they have to come through Mweso sometimes. Other times they have to come down through here, but they have to converge in Kahe, then Burungu, and then from there is a road, a tiny road that is not marked here, and they come to Rushebere, then Masisi territory, and that's how they exploit the minerals all the way from this territory. So since Saturday, there have been heavy fighting by the Wazalendo. Now Wazalendo is the self-defense youths armed by Congo to defend their land, and their land is this region here. This is not Rwandan territory, this is Congo. So they've been trained now and then, and they are getting better and better. So yesterday they attacked the M23 position that was here in this region called Muheto, and today morning, and a lot of people have left this territory fearing the fighting. But it is said that Rwandan troops have suffered huge casualties because this was an ambush. And it's not an ambush that took just a day of preparation. This took many weeks to prepare, because the guys who are attacking them initially come from this territory. They are farmers, the sons of farmers from these lands. As you can see, these are lands from the Gugu earth, and their sons are the ones going to join the Congolese army to train, and then coming back to defend their territory. So this is the region of Muheto. This is the town or the village of Muheto. As you can see, this is where the heavy fighting has been, and the Rwandan troops have been holding a position here. They were attacked. From what I'm hearing, initially, that is yesterday on Sunday, from early morning hours to about the afternoon, the Rwandan side had lost a lot of equipment, vehicles that were parked, and close to 60 dead troops. Now, if you look at the number of Rwandan troops that are there in that territory, which according to the UN Security Council is between 4,000 to 5,000 troops from Rwanda, 60 is a very small number. And of course, the Rwandan troops are hardened, well-trained soldiers, so they tried to fight back with their tactics, and that's why the fighting has gone on for days. But these young men have done a good job, because they first of all got their training, and some of them have tested combat before, but this time round they were well organized. They struck, or rather they striked, according to the report, 3 positions, and there was chaos in the Rwandan troops camps or positions, because the Rwandan troops are positioned in certain villages along this route to oversee the looting of minerals. And this also includes the Ugandan troops. They are not just the Rwandans, because Uganda is getting gold stolen from this territory, taken to a refinery in Kampala called the African Gold Refinery, whose owner is a Belgian, a white Belgian. And as a matter of fact, last year he was sanctioned by the United States because he's trading in stolen gold from Congo. So that's the reason they gave. And in Rwanda, they are more interested in gold and coltan, because there's a big market between the government of Rwanda and the government of Qatar for this coltan. So once coltan and gold reaches Qatar, it is gone. It goes to the international market. So again, the Rwandan troops are there because of that. So those two countries have their troops here, but the young men of this territory, Kaonge, and this village I told you called Muheto, today attacked and he killed 60. Rather, yesterday they attacked and killed 60 of them, injured a lot of them. It was an ambush that was well coordinated, beautiful work done by the young people, the Wazalendo, which means patriotics, and they did a good job, really. And that's what happened. Now, the Congolese army, the government army, doesn't mostly involve in those kind of attacks because, as you know, they are incompetent. That's what they are. But the young men cannot just sit around while a foreign army comes to colonize them. Now, I want to end this video because I don't want to talk a lot about what I've always said for the last 2 years. But you have to understand that if you send your troops to a region, especially a region as vast as North Kivu, which is larger than both Rwanda and Burundi and some part of Uganda combined. It's a very large territory. And then the population there is about 20 million people, out of which maybe 6 million are young people or young men of military age. So you are dealing with a possible army of 6 million. Now, you can stay there because you are coming with their advanced weapons and stuff like that, but you can't retain that territory for long, because sooner or later the people there are going to organize themselves and fight back. Now, initially when they fight back, you are going to win the initial battles because you are trained and battle hardened from your country. This applies to all invaders, just like Russia and other countries did. Even the United States was in Afghanistan, don't forget. So the early battles means that you are going to win, but they are going to learn from their mistakes and continue improving to a point that one day they are going to fight back harder and kick you out of that territory. And that is what is going to happen to Rwanda. Now, they keep losing a lot of soldiers in this region because of the minerals. Last month, we saw the Rwandan president filing 29 generals, 109 officers from his army, and close to 299 other soldiers. The reason why was a lot of people are speculating, but it was because of the losses in Congo. He was blaming the generals of allowing these young Wazalendo people, which he calls FDLR, to attack his soldiers and kill a lot of them. So he was saying it is laxity in the military. He accused the generals of being drunk. I don't know whether he meant drunk in power or drunk from drinking alcohol. Anyway, he said they are drunk, they don't respect their jobs, so he fired them. And then this came out after they lost close, as I said, close to 200 of their troops in a span of 4 months. So what is happening in North Kivu is that as we keep looking at other things, as we keep minding our own lives, there are young men in North Kivu who are actually fighting. It's just there. A lot of people in Rwanda don't get to know that their soldiers are in Congo, and it is just a war that is silent. But there's a lot of work being done by the Wazalendo guys, who, as I said, the Rwandan president keeps calling FDLR, Hutus, Hutu terrorists. But these are Congolese people, some of them from the Hutu community of the Congolese origin, and they are doing a very good job, and I congratulate them. They should defend their lands. No one should come to your land using weird excuses to steal your minerals and kill your mothers and sisters, and take away what you have. So they are doing a very good job there.